Hello, everyone. Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and it is story time. And this time around, it's one of my stories again from the first volume of my short stories. My apologies. A troubled mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's the soft cover copy here. You can read it for free if you have Kindle Unlimited, or you can get the soft cover like I did here for a very reasonable price. The links will be in the description below. The story today is called Solitaire. It's a very short story, but I think it's interesting. But of course, I would say that I wrote the story. You can let me know what you think of it once we've gone through it in the comments if you like. Or you can ask any questions in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much to those of you who have hit that subscribe button. A lot of time people think it's not very important or it doesn't really help, but it helps a lot. So I hope you will consider pushing that button. Don't forget, if you're looking to take one of my Udemy courses online, that you can get a huge savings coupon. Just send me a message, an email, and I can send you a coupon. Udemy allows me to set up the cheapest ones. The coupon lasts for 5 days. So if I put it down below, it won't last long enough. I'd have to keep coming back and redoing all the videos or all the descriptions. So it's just easier if you let me know which course you want to take, and then I can send you a coupon specifically for that course. All right, I am going to share my screen so that we can read through this short story. I hit the right button here. Solitaire. There we go. Solitaire by Ronald J. Johnson. He found protection in solitaire. He walked often beneath thunderclouds. No solution here, but the cold rain sought him, moved him. His shoes were wet and soiled from the walkways, rivulets running there past him. He blinked with drops of water cascading from long lashes, no tears. Thunder clapped above. The noise came to his neighbors as well. He saw them as he walked, women with mascara on their faces, girls with ponytails and jackets, boys with cigarettes, men with briefcases. Water washed their faces, cleansing nothing, for all lay beneath the colored skins, concealed, insidious. He distrusted these people. He walked around a bus and quickly through a red light. There were those with umbrellas, the wings bumping, splashing water everywhere. He was not afraid. Odors from a bake shop came watered down, but not soggy, a warm, inviting scent. The invitation annoyed him. There was something of society in it, despite its simplicity. He sprinted, his wet hair lashed on him, his shoes sprayed water up his legs and on his ass. He put his head down and watched his torn knees. There were people near him, beside him, around him, watching him. Their breath was too warm coming into the refreshed air. He stopped and waited. There were no sirens. A dog sniffed at his wet leg before being pulled along by its leash. Sound came from a music shop. There was music, too. He was slow now. His image looked back at him from the window. The record jackets behind the reflection seemed too crowded, housed together. Lightning cleared the sky brightly, then gone. Finished raping the clouds, they gathered again. The grit under his fingernails would not wash, the grease on his thigh a trademark. Salt from his head scorched his eyes, reddening them, provoking hot tears. The streets were black. He walked quickly. Shop windows were lit, half lit under the gray sky. A newspaper stood pasted against a brick wall. Black ink rippled over its corrugated surface. He crossed another street. Cars waited, some headlights catching the drops of cold rain. Windshield wipers smacked from side to side. Posters peeled from streetlight poles, sagging sadly ruined advertisements. He opened the door and stepped inside. The dryness struck him first. There on the table, a steaming cup of coffee brought him home. And that is the end. It doesn't say the end, but that is the end of the story. I'm just looking back up here. Well, I can't see what I was looking for. Well, it doesn't matter. There was a word that I read incorrectly, but it was close enough. And I can't see the word that I was thinking of here, but you can see it. Oh, there. I think it was their breath was too warm coming into the refreshed air. I think maybe that one I messed up. I messed up something there anyway. But it was similar to the word that was there. You're going to say, you wrote the story. Yeah, but the words changed a lot when I wrote the story. When you write a short story or any a novel, anything really, a song, lyrics, whatever, uh, generally, at least not only my experience, but many of the authors that I've read about or heard interviews, seen interviews with, you do many, many drafts before you get to the final draft. So sometimes you're remembering drafts that you've done previously, but that's the story. You can let me know what you think of it. You can look for any of the figurative speech, the rhetorical devices that are used here, and let me know if you recognize any, or just let me know how you feel about the story. Solitaire, have you ever played Solitaire, the actual game? It isn't really mentioned in here, but Solitaire sometimes means that you're on your own. And it's okay to be on your own. It's okay to be in a relationship and with other people as well. But sometimes people think being on your own is depressing or a sad situation, and it can be, but it doesn't have to be. So I think sometimes we have to change the way we think about not only that, but other things as well, so that we don't allow ourselves to feel that we have to be a certain way. Not necessarily, and some people are great on their own. Um, anyway, that's me rambling a little bit. You can let me know what you think of the story. Let me know what you think of Solitaire. Um, I have played solitaire. Used to play with cards in the old days. So if you're an older viewer, you probably remember doing that. Now, of course, most people do it on their smartphones or on their computers or iPads or other devices. But you can let me know if you're familiar with that as well. I play, but I think the game that's on my iPad is actually a free cell game, similar to solitaire, but not quite the same thing. Sometimes I call it solitaire, but I actually think it's free cell. And I don't play that often, but once in a while generally, when I'm listening to something on the television, I don't really need to watch it. It's something that it's more listening. I'll just play with that as I'm listening to a kind of podcast. They're actually usually videos, but I don't always need to see too much. I'm more listening to what they're saying. All right, I'm saying too much. I'm rambling on. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think of the story, or let me know if you have any questions. If you want a coupon to one of my Udemy courses, of course, let me know. Also, if you want a free information meeting to find out more about my private tutoring service locally. I do it here at the big table generally, but I do tutor online. I can do that locally as well. But for if you're anywhere else in the country or anywhere else in the world, as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, I've taught students all over the world. Just let me know, and I can set up a free information meeting, set you days and time, or send you days and times that might work, and we'll get it organized and get together and have a chat. Apart from that, keep learning, keep having fun. That's important. And I will talk to you next time. It's Ron from L.T.L Tutoring Central. Bye bye for now.